guys, Anna here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we're in the world of Nordhaven, which is the world that came with the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, and we are building a 2x1 family home for a music orientated sim. And it is in a more kind of Scandinavian style, but the exterior is very girly and colorful, and the interior is it is colorful. It utilizes a lot of blue, so I guess blue, whites and pinks were very prevalent in this particular build. We do use my favorite flooring in the game right now, which does come from Businesses and Hobbies. A lot of this particular build obviously is utilizing that particular pack, and when that pack came out, you would have seen on the channel I did a bunch of different builds. We did a candy shop, we did a book cafe, we did a industrial pottery studio, and we did a laundromat. And am I missing one? No, I think they're the ones that I did. And the one thing that I didn't really do in this pack is like a lounge. I didn't really use the kind of music focused assets in this game. I used a couple of them. I definitely used those couches and the curtains, and I did use the piano, which I guess is all the items, but I didn't necessarily build like a lounge, is my point. So I wanted to build something that was Scandinavian inspired, but it was like for a music lover. So that's what we're building today, but it is a 2x1. This particular lot is in the Gammelvik downtown area of the world, and it's on a 20x15, and this build does not have a backyard. Like I take up the whole entire lot because it is more of a horizontal build. I do think that some of these lots are designed more for townhouses and more like multi-storied lots, which makes sense. It is the theme of the pack to do like multi-lot builds, but nonetheless, I think it's an okay build and I'm happy with it. So I have basically done the exterior, and the inspiration for the blue came from the door and these windows. I really liked that, and when we moved to the outside and put on the wallpaper, that pink and how it just absolutely marries together. Inside we do carry on with that blue theme. I have started with the kitchen, and we are doing like a kitchen and a small dining, and this open area is a living room. As I said, it's a 2x1, so it's not a massive build. I do have this build decorated for like an infant, so I guess you could say this could be like a new, like a, first time parents type of build. You could almost say it's not a starter home because of the value of it, but it definitely kind of has that vibe of a starter home. I've used those couches, so these are the couches that I was referring to, that and the piano, that have that kind of modern kind of lounge type jazz vibe to it. And I did want to build kind of a lounge, and maybe I still will. I've never built a pub or a nightclub in The Sims 4. I'm not big on community lots, but maybe I will. Maybe I should do a series where it's just community lots. I think that would be fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What type of content would you like to see? We are heading into August, and I have planned a couple of tiny home builds, and I'm very excited to share those with you. But in the coming months, heading towards the end of the year, like what would we like to see? I would be down to do some community lots, maybe another lot of base game only builds, or maybe even like some builds that are like seasons focused. I know in October a lot of the community does like fall time builds, but I would love to kind of maybe do all the different seasons, maybe do like a summer build, a spring build. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. All right, we are into the master bedroom, and I've used this beautiful bed that came with Businesses and Hobbies, and I have gone in with like a beige and green swatch, that sage green swatch. And again, I with a Scandinavian style, I definitely feel like less is more. They're very kind of, I kind of perceive it to be a more minimalistic decor style. So I've gone in with that. I've gone in with my favorite plant, and I've gone in with these lamps, which are, they look like they've been kind of shattered and put back together. And I kind of like that. It's, you know, adds a different material into the space. Gone in with this dresser. I don't really like the swatch I use, but it's the only swatch that was kind of workable in this space. So that's okay. I wanted to use these photos for sure. I wanted to use those jazz type photos. And I wish I would have put the wall hanging saxophone somewhere. I don't know why I didn't do it, but that is definitely a missed opportunity for sure. So with the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, we got these beautiful exterior wallpapers in these really nice colors. And I initially was going to pair it with some stone, but in the end, I just kept it pink. And I think the reason I wanted to use that type of exterior with the freezers and everything and the columns is because it fits the area. So in Gammelvik, a lot of the builds around this area are in this particular style, while is it Iverstad world, that is more industrial. So I guess that's why I've gone with it, but I do feel like the inside isn't as colorful. It doesn't really pull the pink. All right, so we are in the general catalog, and we're just doing the landscaping. I didn't really do much landscaping because I've taken up a lot of the lot, and I guess I tried to position the lot further towards the back so that I could have a little bit at the front. And I do end up putting in a bench and a picnic basket, that picnic bag object that we got with Business and Hobbies that I've been using a ton. I do actually really like it. So we do add that in, and I'm just adding in a whole bunch of flowers and making this look. It just kind of went to be, it's like a Scandinavian build, and inside it looks kind of a little bit more sophisticated, but the outside is super cutesy. This is like super cutesy. It reminds me of a tiny house I built that was like a Barbie themed tiny house. That is actually on the channel. I built it years ago, but that was a lovely build, and this kind of gives me that vibe. All right, this is that little seating area. I think but I don't really add anything else to it. So it's definitely because of the size of the lot. I think this world really does suit, again, more, multi-storied lots. And we definitely will be back here if we're going to be doing some community lots for sure. Even some rentals, maybe doing like a rental series. Like I remember in April, I did those duplexes. They were cool. But yeah, like maybe just doing like a rental series. Oh, my brain just has so many ideas. And I'm very excited to share them all with you. And also, yes, so I wanted to add something to the roof, and I thought like these little barrel items, I don't actually know what it is, but it just kind of elevated the look of the exterior, and the build wasn't really clicking with me until I did that, and now I'm super happy with it. And I think also the flowers under the windowsills also helped, and yeah, I just think it's quite nice. All right, so we are going to do the internal wallpaper, and I think I go with just a white or a plain. This is the ones from Basement Treasures, which I really like. And then I've gone in with the penguin type wallpaper, and we are now in the bathroom. The bathroom is very simplistic. It just has a shower tub combo that we got with Growing Together. The sink came with Businesses and Hobbies. And I presume we're using the mirror that came with Businesses and Hobbies. I love that mirror. I do think this sink definitely needs a counter that goes with it. But I think it's okay. I think it's fine for a home. Definitely more used for a residential lot. I love the tiling, that pale blue tiling. Really nice. Speaking of a backsplash tiling, we are back in the kitchen, and I'm doing some cabinetry. We've got the cookbook that came with the pack. Do I put in a range hood? Do I remember it? Yes, no, maybe? We'll see. So far, no. I'm not surprised. Okay, we are in the final bedroom of the build, which is that infant's room. And I'm really pulling the color purple in here. That is a base game rug, which is got the clouds on it. It comes in like a pink and a blue swatch as well. I love it. It's so cutesy, and I'm so glad they added it to the base game so that everybody has access to that. Gone in with some other items and gone in with some photographs. And we love these little decals that came with, I think they came with Growing Together, and I think they're really for the rec center. They're like wall decals, but I like them. They're kind of cutesy and they kind of fit the space. All right, we are live in game and we are going to just go through for the tour. So you head into an open area that has a study nook, a living area, the piano, a bookcase, you have a dining table, and you have the kitchen. I'm just going to add some extra clutter on this little side table. Really lovely in there. There is a lot of blue going on in that area. I think I should have changed the color of the rug that's under the sink. We've got the range hood and maybe a cushion on that ottoman would have been really nice under the mirror. There you go with the bathroom into the main bedroom. So lovely in here. That like toasty brown with sage color scheme, and then the toddler's room, which is very purple and girly and fun. Yeah, and the outside we just have some gardening stuff and like a seating area and the bins around the back. And that is the build today, guys. Just a short one. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.